Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's civilization time. So I'm back with more Civ Beyond Earth, as I picked out my super city location, which is better than that smelly old location that was blocked off by some dumbass station, hopefully. We might kill them later and take that, but for now, stuff. And we've got a new virtue, so I would need 2 more level 1 virtues to get a free one. And I do want these ones here. On the other hand, since I'm looking at colonizing soon, it would be handy to get... I don't care too much about this. This is going to save like 3 or 4 turns. I guess that's pretty good, but... Or save 2 or 3 turns, probably, in terms of how long it takes for the colony to turn itself into a city, which is a new mechanic compared to Civ V. The faster build speed from the workers is pretty decent. And this, making your culture grow your borders faster, is pretty cool. But then you get like settler clan. I'm not gonna use most of the stuff in this tree. I think I'm better off just working on my industry now that I have the growth thing I like. We'll take the labor plus 10% production towards buildings. We'll get one of these energy ones, probably the +1 energy from every basic resource. And then we'll use the free virtue to maybe grab the cohesive values up here. I was probably supposed to take this first, because it'll make everything else cheaper, but I'm not that smart, am I? Yeah, whatever. I'm eventually going to want this, though, so that I get 25% discount on every building that I already have in my capital. Because that is fantastic. And then I can get the bonus for health for trade, if I've got trade going by that point, which I hopefully do. So let's... 19 free research. That's not as exciting as it used to be, but it's still good. That's still more than one, that's still almost 2 turns worth of my research at this rate, so hooray. And there is a place for an expedition down here, if the bugs don't kill me. Oh, it is within 2 squares of the nest. They're not going to let me do that. I'm going to have to come down. I'm going to have to come back when I have military. Noted. Quest updated? Oh, they gave me a quest to research computing. Good to know. So you have given me that bit of production now. And purchase... I can purchase the recycler, but we're almost done the recycler, so that would be dumb. So we should probably buy laboratory, or actually maybe the pharma lab. Or the cyto nursery. One of these things. The cyto nursery gives me a combination of science and health instead of just super health or just super science. But yeah, I need that stuff for sure. I'm going to maybe reset my city tiles here. He should still work this one. Yeah, that's what I thought. How much it's not getting the other tubers, those idiots. Does it not understand that growing mega fast is awesome? Nevertheless, yeah, I am going to need more health buildings and stuff. There's no sense starting to build a road down here, because it'll get very expensive. Unless you get up to 3 in supremacy, in which case all your roads are free and everything is awesome. For now, though, I don't believe that energy thing is needed. I guess I could build one over there on the places that give extra energy from the river. But if I'm going over there, why wouldn't I do it on this one? Yeah. I should really just upgrade this tile, though, because this one's got production. I can get a farm there, and Bob's your uncle's nephew's niece's roommate, or whatever Dark Helmet was. I guess we're going to send him back more in this direction? I don't know. They're dangerous. Oh, that's lovely. An alien siege worm near where I want to build that city. And it gave me a quest to kill the siege worm, because it only has a strength of 100. For reference purposes, my marines have a strength of 10. This guy has a strength of 3, and we're not killing that any time in the next 100 turns, I'm guessing. 100 turns is a long time. Many times in the next 100 turns. Hopefully he moves away from my damn city. Because the city's supposed to go right there. Okay, no, we're not making the energy thing. want more food. Just keep growing like nuts. I realize it's going to stress our health. We'll make the quest-based, the little building quests choose more health. So I'm worried that wolf beetle might be protecting a nest or something. Should almost rest this guy and have him heal up. But I want to get over there before it all gets explored by the Franco-Iberians. Oh wait, I'm on miasma. I'll take even more damage. Awesome. Should not have ended my turn there. Of course, now the bugs move. At least moving towards the siege worm isn't super dangerous. He's not too likely to start on it. This is a progenitor ruin. I've really got to get that thing. It's on miasma, though. My guys can't survive that unless they heal up a whole bunch. And that's if they're not getting killed by aliens, which they probably will. Awesome. I'm going to tell them to fortify till healed, actually. Meanwhile, we're building a colonist. I'm more worried about him now than I was, though, because I need a soldier to protect him before he gets there. Whereas as soon as he founds the outpost, I'm going to get a free soldier, but he's got to live till he gets there. And despite that, I'm probably going to buy one of these things because I like buildings. Let's buy the... how much health is the city going to take? About 4? I'm going to get 2 health from this. Once I take a quest. It should... Oh, actually, no, the quest isn't going to give me another health, is it? It's going to give me something else. I better take the Pharma Lab. Even though that's not helping my that's not helping my research. I can't do that. The choices. So many choices. Ooh, wait a second. I should check out the trade thing again to see if there's any other options. I'm assuming no, since I haven't met anyone else. Yeah, we haven't explored out towards them to be able to set up trade with them. Which is maybe an oversight. Okay, you know what? I actually just need to build myself a damn soldier. Sort of explore over that way with this guy, hopefully. Yeah, that's right. He's not... Yeah. I'm going to need that soldier. If I don't build him, something stupid's going to happen. So,
when Coyote learned he was the only one of his kind on the new planet, his howl echoed through the rifts and off the distant hills.
The uncle never cloned stories. Interesting. Okay, so for building our clinic, we have a choice here. We can either focus our care on defense workers to get plus 15 city hit points, and cities are a little fragile if you don't boost them somehow in this game. They're easier to kill than Civ V. I have it on good authority. But we want the extra plus 1 health. We want our clinics to have 3 health instead of 2, because that will help to cover for our rapidly swelling population. And we're going to start moving the soldier down this way. I mean, I'd like to send him up to explore that first, but because he's slowed down by terrain like forests and hills and crossing rivers and stuff like that. Unlike the explorer, he's never going to get there. It'll take too long. Let's take this guy and start him moving in that direction, or find an alien nest of doom. Okay, let's start this guy moving back towards the city, so I can maybe send him up there and clear out that trade route. It's getting more dangerous all the time. That is our research done, so we could get alien sciences to unlock the xenomass, which would give more food and cost money. I don't think it's actually that good, although we could also, once we have that, if we had level 2 in Harmony, we could get these xeno nurseries, which give a percentage bonus to science. That'll be awesome later, not right now. And also a whole ton of energy from that. Just from having level 2 in Harmony, we'll probably get level 2 in Harmony just for that stuff. But for now, I guess we should still go and get engineering or something. Computing would again be awesome, but I haven't gained that much research since then, so that's not going to help. We could go for gene mapping. It would give us 1 level of purity. So at level 1 purity, aliens won't attack your explorers anymore. That would actually maybe be helpful. And then if I could get this gene vault thing, I could have even more growth in my cities, even though it's kind of silly. I really shouldn't be focusing on that. It's not what I need. Oh, this thing also gives more growth. Okay, wonders. This thing, not as exciting. So Codex, not a wonder that I love. This is way more tech than I can afford right now. Don't need these things. Choices, 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 choices. One level in harmony would make the bugs lose aggression faster, but I don't think that's going to matter for me as much right now. It's hard to choose things. I guess we'll do this and we'll find out where the titanium is. This will also give me access to a faster unit and thorium reactors, which make lots of money. So I always end up researching it because it is still a pretty cheap tech and it's useful, but it's not as exciting. So we discovered a new station. It's their thing is energy and production. Where is Fort Barca? Oh, it's up there. Okay, they can annoy these guys. Actually, the computer probably loves them, and I'm just going to trade with them, and they'll be paying there. Oh, I missed that this guy landed down here. So he's going to be close to me, too. That is no fun. It also means he might get to this. This explorer still needs to get back to the city. And military unit, it should be noted, I can't, like I said before, I can't even remotely fight that siege worm. That siege worm it's not particularly aggressive. I think it moves around slowly and randomly, but it will F you up. Like, it will mess up your face if you get into any kind of combat with it. So city's in stagnation right now because we're building colonists. You can't grow and build colonists at the same time. There's nowhere much that I can get more production at the moment. I really don't want to build another energy thing down there. I could build another farm there and turn this into a 3-food tile, which I do like. I guess we'll do that. One at a time. Yeah, he gets slowed down by so many things that don't slow the explorer at all. Now, I don't know if we heal faster in cities than we do just in regular friendly territory. Definitely heal faster in friendly territory. So we're going to farm this up. Yes, it'll eat more health, but more population is more everything. Especially science and culture. Might as well go in the city and then rest there. And then I'll try and find a trade route through to Le Coeur. Oh, that's a lot of bugs. Am I within two? I'm not within 2 squares of the nest, so they might not attack him. He's a big, scary military unit. Also, he'll survive if they attack him. If it's just 2 wolf beetles, they're not going to kill him. It's going to be hard to clear that out, though, and he can't stop in any of these squares without being hurt by the miasma, so maybe I'll just heal him up here for now. Again, this square right here, that is the magic square where I want to put my city. 5 turns I'll have that colonist built. Yeah. Okay, well, he can start his movement in this direction. He's not going to find any more resource pods or anything. They'll all have been cleared out by the computer, but if I can find a path...
Instruct the children not to dream of toys or sweets. Instruct them to dream of infrastructure.
Good luck with that. Have them all read Good Night. Damn? I don't know. Good Night Superhighway instead of Good Night Moon. I have no idea. Oh my god, they just really don't want me going anywhere, do they? If I had that point of harmony, purity, then they wouldn't attack my guy, but they might attack him, so he's going to have to try and go around. Before I get any trade routes, I'm going to have to build that energy barrier thing. This is a hill. I'd like to move here and then move back so I can see more. I guess we'll do that. He's got a defense bonus on the hill, and then he's only going to take 10 damage from miasma. That's fine. So more research after the engineering. I could get a level of supremacy here, and it would give me... These stars are passive bonuses. So geothermal wells would be +1 energy, and I get +1 quarry, production from quarries. Of course, I have neither of those things, so that's not especially helpful. Vertical farming here gives +1 energy and +1 food from farms. And it's crazy awesome, but I'm not going to get that. +1 food from plantations. I have lots of plantations. I could research this, get +1 culture from paddocks, but I don't actually have a lot of paddocks right now. Yeah, I think I might actually just... there are lots of cheaper things, but what's really useful? Computing, because I'd have artillery. I guess the gunboats are not as useful to me. They're actually... the boats are very good. They're like mini battleships, which I like. But there's also a science building here, spy agency, and I'd be progress towards a quest, as well as some other good techs down around here. I could research geophysics and just see if there are any geothermals around. I know if there aren't any, then it's like a real waste of time, because this leaf does nothing else for me, though. Whereas these techs are actually getting me towards something. If I need more health, with 2 levels of purity, I can get another health building out of genetics here. There's the ectogenesis pod. You build this in a city, and that city gets +3 food, +3 production, and just in that city, all your farms do +1 food, which is craziness. Let's look at the diplomacy, actually. I should see what anyone has. So, because I can see what affinities they have. Nobody has purity yet, the red one, which means... technically, nobody has the tech for... if they had genetic mapping, then they would have 1 purity. They don't. So if I research this, I'd be the first one to get that gene vault, possibly. Which is kind of interesting. Maybe I will rush the gene vault. Do that, and then up here... It gives me some options. I have some xenomass wells around, so if I got this tech, so I could work those, then I could maybe get alien genetics, would give me +1 science from the xenomass wells, as well as giving me another point of purity, which would be 2 purity, allowing me to use this building. There are so many ways you can go through this tech tree like that, and just come up with different things, but I'm thinking maybe I'll try and sneak in the gene vault. It is a relatively cheap wonder. It is definitely an early game wonder, but plus 10% growth in all cities is better than some of the stuff you get from some of the later wonders. A lot of the wonders just give you like a fixed amount of like science or tech or whatever in that city. A lot of the later ones, they give you good. They give stuff. They're pretty good, but they don't give you like these nationwide blanket awesomeness things. There are so many siege worms around. It is crazy. Okay, this hill's got miasma, right? Damn it. Alright, well, we'll just fortify this guy here. Heals. So we've got our farm there. We are still growing at hyperspeed if we finish the colonist. We could finish the colonist faster by working that, which means we're idiots not to be working that. Like, seriously. Production focus. Yeah. Seems to be the best way. I can reset it afterwards. And what are we going to build after the colonist? Well, we have a lot of choices now. More food. I don't think the food building is the focus we need. You know what we're going to want after that? We're going to want trade convoy so that we can send the... actually, I can buy a trade convoy? Okay, no, it's going to take... I can build one in 5 turns. It's going to take that long for my colonist to get to the place where he's going. So I can build one of those next and have it... because you can use an internal trade convoy to really speed up your colony's like start. It's a big difference. It's actually silly to start a colony without a trade convoy going to it, in my opinion. So I could actually buy one of these other things like more research. Let's just buy more science. I like that plan. That is an excellent plan. Let's do it that way. Meanwhile, what could this guy be doing? He could go over there and boost the energy production even more. Seems kind of unnecessary. Are we ever going to grow to that tubers? No, the city is not prioritizing the tubers. You are an idiot, city. I could have spent money to unlock this tile and get those tubers. It's probably not that big a deal because my city's growing super fast anyway, but like, seriously, city? Seriously? How's the terrain looking over here? Still kind of wormy? So many bugs. Oh, that's right, I revealed titanium. So there's titanium there, out of reach of this city. There's some way up there. That is an okay city location. Someone will claim that eventually. There's some titanium down here. This is another pretty good city location. And none within range of my super city site, of course. I haven't actually gone purity yet in any of my games. I am told they need the titanium a lot more than the other ones I've gone with, though. Because I've never had a use for titanium. Some satellites need it, I guess, but I haven't even done all that much satellite building normally. So here, what can we build? There's no option to build a mine here, so I guess I don't care about that. I guess we'll go over and take the suggested place, although I don't know why it's better than the desert, than this tile here, other than my worker would take damage from working on the miasma. Quest updated. Yeah, found an outpost. Thank you. I'm sure I built a colonist and then forgot that his job in life was to build an outpost. So let's get that trade convoy on the way. And we'll use this guy to... I mean, do I want to try and build a road along there? I actually have pretty positive income. I'll get back a tiny bit of money from the road, like, once it links the cities, but because the new city is so small, that really isn't going to pay off. Something that I might not want to do until I get, say, 3 supremacy to get free roads. Well, anyway, we'll just build the generator here for now. Start him moving. Really? Oh, that's a hill. I didn't realize that was a hill. He could have gone farther if he'd gone somewhere else. Whatever. Okay. We're going to move there. And his turn keeps ending because, of course, he's of the unit adjacency rule. If he starts adjacent to an enemy unit, and then he moves adjacent to an enemy unit, he loses the rest of his turn. It is going to be hard to get to that city. I wish I didn't have to click this little plus sign to get the trade route overview. So I can go to New Babylon or Fort Barca. Fort Barca would be giving me +3 production and 2 energy, which is actually still not that exciting. But getting trade routes going would be awesome. And again, I've got the extra trade routes in my capital, so I should really be getting those going. Anyway, I'm sending my soldier back to meet up with the... as soon as I can manage to meet him up with the settlers. We'd better avoid the siege worm. This guy's taking damage because he's being forced into miasma by all these stupid beetles that are in my way. Stupid beetles. Oh my god, no beetles in his way for one move, but then he found an alien nest, which means that he doesn't want to stay within 2 squares of this. So he's actually got to move away. This is fungus, right? That's canyon, this is fungus, so that's okay. So you move there. And oh my god, you can finally guard our settler. Good to know. So move there. Move there. Now we can see the city. Now, is that enough to open up a trade route? I don't think so. I think there's too much fungus, like miasma. We'd actually have to send out a satellite to clear miasma. No, we can technically get to Liqueur, and look at that, we get 4 energy and 4 research, and we'd be giving them 2 of each. 4 research, though. I only have 13 research. That's like a big percentage. Oh, and by the way, we've got a new virtue. Awesome. So if I take 1 more level 1 virtue, I will get a free virtue somewhere else. And basic resources... The tubers are all basic resources, but I'd still be getting... in the short term, I'd be getting more by taking 5 energy at my capital than 1 per basic resource. I don't think the strategic resources count. But on the other hand, when this city here gets going, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially eventually. That's a long time, but I would eventually be getting more out of that, just in case I don't take any more virtues from this area. I think I'm going to take the long-term one. And then I get a free virtue, which I can use to get plus 25% production to buildings other than my capital. Or I could take this thing, which makes future ones cheaper. I mean, you want to get this faster, and you want to get these faster before you get more cities. Sort of, but this will really speed up making things in the new place. So I am going to take this one, actually. Yeah. Well, I'd get a 10% culture bonus if I get 1 more research tech after this. And this would be good. Minus 40, like, there's a penalty to your science for every city you have after the first or whatever. This would reduce that penalty by 40%. But I'd have to wait until I get another thing from there, and then I wouldn't have this for a while. No, we're going to get the production. It's kind of like the Rome bonus from Civilization V. I like that the suggested city sites don't include the good one. I think the computer prioritizes how close things are to your I'm going to have to reevaluate where my city's going. 1, 2, 3. I think it was here. This was the good place. So maybe it did pick that one. I didn't see. But yeah, I think the city prioritizes things being really close to your initial square more than it prioritizes things being within the maximum distance of your city. Which, as a player, is what I care about. Sneeze. We've discovered another useless station. 2 food and 2 energy. I don't care about the energy ones. You can get more energy from regular trade routes. And it's close to me, too. Why are all these things so stupidly close? It could drive me nuts. Sorry. Okay, anyway, so we've gotten over to get a look at the city here. Let's get a better look at the city, and then move back out to this hill. Why not? We want to scout the area. So yeah, okay, it is definitely not suggesting this tile here, which is the one I like. Because this one gets all the silica, all the floatstone, all the fungus, all the xenomass. It's at the epicenter of everything. It is on miasma, which sucks, but I mean that's going to get cleared when we make a colony. I'm pleased that you've resisted blowing up the aliens. Okay, so you've gone harmony. That's fine. I try not to blow up the aliens because if you don't start nothing, won't be nothing most of the time. Eventually they get in your way more, but for now we're going to build Super City here. We get a free soldier as a quest reward for founding your first city, which is actually excessive. I don't need that many soldiers here, I don't think, but that's fine. Go there, so we can heal. I'm going to send this one back towards the main city. Or he could try and explore in this direction, but he's going to get attacked by stuff. Actually, let's explore in that direction anyway, because I can maybe camp out and block anyone else from getting this progenitor ruin until I can get an explorer there. That would be nice. We've got our trade route. Now, here, that's an important thing here if you're used to civilization games. Notice I only have, my city here has 0 population instead of 1, and it only has 1 square. Why doesn't it have all these other squares? When you found a city in this game, it starts out as an outpost. It's not a city yet. It doesn't produce anything, and it needs to grow until it takes out all those squares before it becomes an actual city that can do things, which, you know, makes some kind of sense instead of having an instant city. Now, I can send this trade route there I could send it to Liqueur and get some stuff, or to one of those stupid stations that are annoying me. But we're going to send it to increase the growth of the outpost by 50%. And once it grows into a city, I'll be able to reassign that to something else. Oh, so that's my my timer is up. So we're just going to back this guy off a little bit. Huh, I wanted to go here and start exploring that way. There are a lot of bugs there, though. Xenomass is on miasma too, so he would take damage now. I'll just move him there for now. Yeah, I know we completed that. Choose production. We've got that trade convoy. Should maybe get more trade convoys going, but no. First, I need to build the stupid ultrasonic fence. Because with that, my convoys won't be attacked by the aliens, and I don't have to worry about them at all. So this is actually the priority now. Still have 4 health. I think that'll go down once I have the second city. I don't think the outpost counts toward health yet, so that's probably going to drop down to 0, but whatever. The ultrasonic fence is what we need so that we can actually do trade. And then everything will be good, but that will have to wait for next time. Please click the like button before it clicks you. And check out Tales from My D&D Campaign on youtube.com/Demonac.